Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something really exciting for you. My first impressions of the brand new Xiaomi 15T Pro and its sibling, the Xiaomi 15T. I've been using these phones ahead of their official launch, and while the final software update will only arrive on September 24th, I already have a lot to share. Remember, this isn't a full review yet, but trust me, both phones left a strong impression. Let's start with the design. The very first thing I noticed is that both devices feel wider than expected, similar to the POCO F7. The 15T Pro sits a bit more solidly in the hand compared to the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, but that's not a bad thing. It feels substantial. The 15T Pro comes with a metal frame and glass back, while the regular 15T uses plastic, which makes it noticeably lighter. Both share the same shape and display size, so differences mostly come down to materials and weight. A nice improvement is the camera module. All the lenses sit flush with the housing, so no more dust collecting between them. Cleaning is super easy. Even the cheaper 15T gets a metal camera frame. And yes, both proudly carry the Leica branding. Now, about the display. Both phones really shine here. They offer a much brighter panel compared to older Xiaomi devices, and even outdo the 15 Ultra in direct sunlight. The 15T Pro supports 144 Hz refresh rate, while the 15T goes up to 120 Hz. Always-on display is here too, as expected. Photography is where Xiaomi clearly pushed things forward. The 15T Pro has a 0.6 by ultra-wide, a 50-megapixel main sensor, and a 50-megapixel telephoto with 5 by optical zoom. The 15T has the same setup on paper, but with worse aperture values and only 2 times optical zoom. Honestly, a 2x zoom can already be achieved with digital cropping, but the dedicated lens still allows clean crops at 3 times or even 4 times. What surprised me most was the telephoto on the 15T Pro. In low light, it actually outperformed the 4.3 times 200 megapixel zoom of the 15 Ultra. Bigger pixels simply capture more light, and the results speak for themselves. Video quality is also excellent, with sharp focus and smooth performance. The only downside? Slightly muted colors on the Pro, but that's likely due to unfinished software. My 15T Pro unit came with 16GB RAM and 1TB storage, plus an interesting extra 32GB of memory that seems integrated into the system. Maybe for seamless updates. We'll see. Inside is the MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, which handles everything with ease. Even demanding games like Genshin Impact run flawlessly on max settings. The regular 15T I tested had 12GB RAM, 512GB storage, and an extra 16GB memory extension, powered by the Dimensity 8400 Ultra. Again, performance is more than enough for daily use, gaming, and photography. Both phones carry a 5500 mAh battery. The Pro supports 90 watts wired and 50 watts wireless charging, while the regular 15T offers 67 watts wired only. In my test, the Pro charged from 20% to 71% in just 17 minutes. And what's impressive is that the charging speed stays high even past 80%. Battery life is excellent. On the Pro, I consistently got 2 to 2.5 days of usage. Compared to my 15 Ultra, which usually manages around 1.5 to 2 days, the improvement is noticeable, despite only a tiny difference in battery capacity. Both phones use optical fingerprint scanners, which are fast, but not as advanced as the ultrasonic ones in the 15 Ultra or POCO F7 Pro. They also sit a bit lower in the display. On the bright side, haptic feedback is fantastic, precise, sharp, and on par with the 15 Ultra. Both run on Android 15 with HyperOS 2.2. Everything feels smooth, lag-free, and optimized, even before the final update. Pricing looks promising. The 15T Pro should land around €799, while the 15T will be about €649. the same strategy as last year. So, after my time with both devices, my conclusion is simple. The 15T Pro is one of the most exciting phones I've tested this year, with a bright display, strong cameras, and insanely fast charging. The regular 15T also looks like a solid deal, though I'll save my full verdict for a detailed review later. That's it for my first impressions of the Xiaomi 15T Pro and 15T. I'll be back with a full review once the final software update arrives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Are you planning to pick up one of these new Xiaomi devices? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.